so semaglutide, tirzepatide, compounding, is it legal? So I only consult on things that are pertaining to South Carolina law, but is it legal? So last year the FDA took semaglutide, tirzepatide off of the shortage list, which means uh, companies that were making essential copies of the parent product, Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro, they were making exact copies of the product, compounding it and selling it, could no longer do that. So what happened was after they cut it off, they allowed the facilities that were making it to continue to sell what stock they had, and I think they ran out later last year. So I think most facilities had about 3 to 6 months worth of product that they could sell, but they weren't allowed to compound the essential copies. And after that, they were out. Basically, they were telling people they were out. And so the big question was, what is going to happen to the compounding of this, and will these patients who weren't diagnosed as diabetic fall through the cracks? What's happening is there are both large and small 503A and 503B pharmacies are a lot of them are doing patient-specific prescriptions from their 503A arm or 503A pharmacy, but they are adding a lot of times glycine, some other additive to it, and they are making the concentration different from the parent product. So they're making it different from the parent product with different reasonings. The reasonings could be it could be that it helps combat nausea. It could be that the additives help fight fatigue, may help improve sleep. It's a lot of things that we're seeing, but their companies are adding different additives to it, and they're changing the concentrations, and they're sending in patient-specific orders to still be able to provide the compounded version of these. So yes, it is still available. Typically, you're going to see it patient-specific. Can it still be made for office use? Technically, yes. In some states in South Carolina, technically, yes, it's legal. You may be hard pressed to find a pharmacy that would do it for office use. I think they're all pretty much doing it patient specific. If you find one, let me know. I'd love to share it with others because that would be really helpful. Not to have 20 or 30 bottles of semaglutide in your fridge for 20 or 30 different patients. But yeah, so as far as semaglutide, tirzepatide, yes, it's still being compounded. It is different from the parent product. People are still getting it. And when the brand name companies are trying to dispute it, they are losing in court, is from what I'm hearing. So if anybody hears anything different, feel free to let me know. But yeah, it's still very, very well established in the state. People are still able to get it, and it's still a major, major thing. So